Hey there, it's Jenny, and I'm back today to share how I planned this week in my A5 Amy Tangerine Archer and Olive planner. That is a mouthful, isn't it? I chose the undated version of this planner, so I'm having to add the dates. And as a side note, I've been away because I did two things. I got a new camera to film my videos with, so that took a minute to get that going. And then I decided to go ahead and rip out the cabinetry in my scrapbook room. And so for a few weeks I was sort of in between setups and wasn't really conducive to filming. But I'm back now, and hopefully we will continue filming videos as we go forward. I've been sort of struggling with what I was going to use and be doing, and I just decided to say, screw it, I'm just going to film and see what happens. So I am continuing this idea that I have been doing for a while now, adding these boxes to the top and then the center, but it's not really the center. It's kind of hard in this planner because of the Sunday and the Saturday at the bottom, but it's okay because it all works out. I like to alternate the sticker boxes and then draw boxes in between. So for example, Tuesday and Thursday in this layout, and then down in the center, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I like it. I like the way that the boxes across the top look, and then I prefer it when I am alternating the stickers versus having 5 stickers, those light pink stickers across the top and 5 light pink across the middle. First of all, that's a lot. And then second of all, I just really like the way that it looks in the end when it's all completed with this variety of items. As you know, I like getting creative in my planner, and that doesn't always mean like, oh my gosh, using all kinds of crazy things, but I just like changing it up and doing things differently. It really brings me a lot of joy. So this is the last week in February, so I decided that I was going to just go with an all pink spread, and so far I am loving it. Despite the fact that obviously I am not using the exact same shade of pink. Obviously I'm just sort of sticking with lighter shades of pink as opposed to a hot pink. I also, when I'm drawing these, I like to add the dashed lines for whatever reason. I just really like the way that looks, and I get it. It's kind of bold and it makes things kind of really stand out more so than not adding them. But you guys know me, I love to add that pop of contrast almost always. So that's just another one of the things that I really enjoy about this. However, I won't say that I'll always forever do it, but for right now I do really enjoy it. I like to use the ruler if I can or when I remember, just because I feel like it gives me a straighter line, but also honestly it makes me pay attention a little bit more, which probably sounds a little bit crazy, but I get a little lazy sometimes, so the ruler kind of helps keep me on track. I decided that I wanted to add these LE Studio rainbow stamps, and I'm going to use this blush Stamp Market ink to do that. I'm priming the stamp. I don't really need to, honestly, but I like to not take my chances. I started with Wednesday because I've had issues in the past in that spot in this planner, and so I put the actual stamp all the way over on the right hand side of the block so that hopefully I could avoid the bound area and any problems. And look at that, it worked out great. Again, I think it really has far more to do with me truly paying attention than it does with the stamp or technique or anything like that. Sometimes I'm just kind of thinking about something else and then I'm not really paying attention. So anyway, I did the opposite on Thursday. I moved the actual stamp all the way to the left hand side of the block, so to avoid that little valley created by the binding. Now, I didn't have a light pink watercolor ink, and I really wanted to watercolor. So on the little palette I just drew with my highlighter and then added a few drops of water, and now I am painting. It's a little bit lighter than I wanted, so I'm adding a little bit more of the ink to a different little section, and I am learning. I have been watercoloring for a long time, but in the past I haven't been using mediums that really mattered that much how much water I use. This planner handles the water really well, and what I mean by that is that there's no bleeding on the other side. However, with a lot of water, which is what I typically use, it does warp the pages. So I'm trying to find the happy medium between creating the look that I like and keeping the pages from warping too terribly. It's not a fault with the planner. It's really probably more on me that I like to use a lot of water and really create a lot of movement and splotchiness in my watercoloring. And so I'm just trying to pare that down. I loved doing this with the highlighter. I could have used a little bit of spray ink. I could have used a little bit of a re-inker. I could have used a little bit of ink from the ink pad. There's a lot of different ways I could have gotten that pink color, and trying it with the highlighter was definitely the most simple and something I can see doing again in the future. I'm still trying to alternate between sticker and highlighted lines where I write directly on the page just because I like the way the variety looks, but I am never not saying that I'm not going to change things up in the future. It's just how I'm enjoying it right now. Also, side note, if you're still watching, I know the camera is sort of shifting the light and things like that. It's an automatic setting and it's just picking up whatever light it wants to. So we're going to have to really just bear with that, I guess. So I am just going to continue to add the plans and alternate between writing on stickers and then writing directly on the page. And we'll just finish up with a couple more things, and that's it for me this week. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.